welcome to today's workout. You will not need any equipment, just maybe a mat if you are outside. I'm going to be barefoot. You can definitely just with shoes on as well. We'll get started with our warm-up now. Bring your feet about hip width apart. We're just going to start with some squats. Bring your knees back behind your toes, shoulders down and back. Warming up our legs, pressing through your heels. We're going to do about 5 more here. We're going to do a full body workout today. Couple more. Good, reach up really high, stretch. Reach over to one side. And your other side. Good, take 10 more squats. And we'll take it down to the ground for a moment. Lots of variations and options to modify as well. I will show you those as we go. Let's do one more. All right, sit down to the ground for some push-ups. Toes are your option here for a more challenge, or it can be down on your knees. We have 10. Keeping your abs tight, back flat. Chest between your thumbs. Good. Sit it back to a child's pose for a moment. Coming back up to a tabletop on your hands and your knees. Reach your opposite arm, opposite leg forward. Bring your knee into your elbow touch, abs tight, and extend. Keeping balance, equal pressure through your hand and your knee. Five more on the side. Finding length here. Reaching your toes and your fingers towards opposite ends of your room or your yard, wherever you are. And switching sides. Reaching tall and long and connect and reach. Finding contraction in your glute when you extend. Nice straight leg, straight arm. And sitting back, finding your child's pose again. We're going to do one more round of those push-ups and the bird dogs. All right, 10 more push-ups here. Last 2. Abs tight, back flat. Sit back for a moment and come right up to your hands, your knees for those bird dogs. Opposite arm, opposite leg out, and connect. We have 10 each side. So you're getting warmer. And switch. The sun's coming out for us, that's good. Halfway there, here's 6. Last 2. Great. We're going to stay in that tabletop position, find some cat-cow for our final stretch of our warm-up. Reaching our chest up tall, abs stay tight, hips up as well. Reverse that, grounding down. 2 more rounds on your own breath here. Last one. All right, going to roll up, coming to a stand. We're going to start our lower body section. Everything we do here can be grounded. You do not have to jump. I will show some jumping options as well. Let's start with our feet wide in a sumo position. Toes turned out. We're going to do 5 deep squats. Here's 1. 2, hips back. 3. Next 5, you can add a jump if you want to. Here's 1. 2. 3. 4. Pulse it down for 5. 5. 4. 3. 2, and hold for 5. 4. 3. 2. One more round like that. 5 big squats. Add the jump if you want it. Let's reach up this time. Here's 2, 3, 4. Pulse it down for 5, 4, 3, and hold. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Turning to lunge. Split squat 5 times. Here's 4, 3, 2. Add the jump if you want it. Here's 1, 2, 3. Pulse it down for 5, 4, and strong hold. 3, 2, full lunges. Here we go. 5. Your legs should be on fire by now. Add the jump if you want it. Here's 5. Pulse it for 5, 4, and hold for 5. Coming back center, that same sumo squat sequence. 5. Add the jump. Here we go. 5. A little lower. Stronger jump. Pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Big squats. 5. We're almost done with this lower body section. Stay with it. Jump. Pulse. Hold. Turn it over. Other side, lunge. Add the jump if you want to. Pulse. Knee stays back behind your toes. Hold. Stand up. One more time. Add the jump if you want it. Here's 5. The lower you go, the more challenging it'll be. Pulse. And hold. Come back center. Last time sumos. Here we go. Add the jump. Here's 1. Pulse. And hold. Last round. Are you feeling good yet? Here we go. Jump. Let's reach. 5. Pulse. And deepest hold of the day. 3, 4. Good. Shake it out. Awesome work. Grab some water if you want to. We're going to head down to the ground for some upper body work. Starting with push-ups. The first variation, we're going to do our push-up, then tap our opposite shoulder, opposite hand. Push-up, tap, push-up, tap. Toes for more of a challenge, knees to modify. For more modification, come to a tabletop and push up like so. So toes, knees, or tabletop push-up, your choice. Here we go. Push-up, tap, push-up, tap. That's 2. 3. Back is flat, abs are tight. No pain in your low back ever here. If you're feeling that, take a modification. Come to a plank on your forearms immediately. Again, knees are your option to modify, or toes for more challenge. Just hold. Make sure your hips aren't up in the air. Hips are low, shoulders forward over your elbows. From here, walk up to your hands, down to your forearms, up and down. There's 2, 3, Hands go right underneath your shoulders. Make sure you're not stepping forward. All right, let's start with your other lead arm. Here we go. 1, 2. Remember, get on your toes if this is too easy. 1 more. Here's 5. All right, up to a full plank position. Running mountain climbers to finish the set. Here we go. We have 20. Here's 4, 5. Shoulders stay forward. You can always walk to modify. Good. Shake it off for a moment. We have 1 more set starting with those push-ups. We're gonna tap the opposite shoulders each time. Toes for the most challenge, knees or tabletop. Here we go. We have 10 total. Take it down and tap. Here's 2. Two more. Let's find that plank right away. Toes for the most challenge or knees to modify. On your forearms, rock your weight forward. Hips never come up, they stay forward and low. Keep holding. Abs pull in, glutes are tight. There's the sun again. All right, let's walk up to our hands and back down to our forearms. There's 1. Almost done with this set, you got it. Let's start with our other side. We have 5. Avoid your hips rocking too much. Keep them steady. Last 2. All right, full plank on our hands. Mountain climbers, you can walk it or run it. We have 20. Here we go. Halfway. Feel the shoulder burn. Good job. All right, let's do some core work. Let's start seated here. Feet planted on the ground. Let's lean back to a controlled position. If your toes come off the ground, you've gone too far. Reach your arms forward. Just gonna twist slightly side to side. Think about your knees not shifting up and down too much. Think about your upper body doing the work here, not your knees moving at all. Again, if your toes are off the ground, you're leaning back too far. If this is hurting your back or you want some modification, you can hold behind your legs and just twist your shoulders slightly. You can always sit up more as well. Couple more movements here and then we're going to change it up. All right, you can stay right there, or if you want more of a challenge, cross your fingers, place on top of your navel, lean back. It's okay if your toes come up a little bit this time. Lean back a little farther. Let's try to touch our elbows one at a time, back behind us. Finding more challenge here. Make sure your hands stay right on top of your navel. They don't move at all. More. 1. Here's 2. Shoulders down. Here's 3, 4, 5. Can you tap? Good job. All right. Come back to a tabletop position. Legs 90 degrees. Hands come behind your head. Always pressing your low back down to the ground here. If it's ever coming up, we want to press it back down. We can always modify by bringing our feet to the ground here or decreasing our range of motion. But if you can, tabletop, low back down, hands behind your head. We're gonna lift up and lower. Looking up to the sky rather than forward. If you want more challenge, let's bring our toes down to the ground as we lower. breathing. Five more. Here's 5. Next movement, ab rocks. If you know me, you know I love these. Legs tabletop, hands behind your legs to modify, or behind your head, or forward in front of you. Here we go, 20. Make them small. Good work. I'm going to scoot back. All right, feet to the ground this time. Shoulder blades off the ground, reaching for one ankle at a time. Ten more. Hands behind your head. One leg in tabletop, up and crunch, and lower. Two more. And switch, we have 20 on this side, you're almost there. Low back stays down still. Halfway. Four more, here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next move. We're going to have our legs in tabletop position again. We're going to tap our toes down to the ground, quickly, one at a time. Our upper body stays down on the ground, hands will be behind our head. Let's not put our hands underneath our back. I know sometimes that's a habit we do. Let's try to keep our hands behind our head, pressing your low back down with your strength of your core. If the movement here is too much, your feet are too low to keep your back on the ground, you can bring your feet up slightly, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So let's get in that position. Hands behind our head, low back down. So the more advanced is you're going to be down, tapping quick here. You can be marching up top as well to modify. We have 30 seconds. Here we go. Almost there. Check your low back. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Knees to your chest. Let's rock up. Cross your legs and twist for a moment. Stretching our back out one more time. Other side. A couple oblique positions. Coming to your side, we're going to go into a side plank position. Being on your knees is an option here, or you can stay on both feet. So your knees will be an option here. Shoulder right over your elbow, or it can be up to both legs straight. Holding here, let's lift our hips. 2, we have 20. Here's 4, 5. Halfway. Two more. All right, rest for a moment. We're gonna do 20 leg lifts on the side with our top leg. Again, you can be on your knees or up on your toes. Come back up to the side plank position, whichever one you choose, and we'll start those lifts. Here's 1, 2. To modify, you can bring that top hand in front of you. Think about that top hip pointing down toward the ground slightly, so rolling your hips forward. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Other side. Knees are your option, or up on your toes. lifting our hips 20 times. Here's 1, 2, top hip rotates forward. So if you're opening up to the sky, change that. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax for a moment. Last thing we have, that leg lift, that top leg. Knees are your option, or straight legs. Bringing it up, and go. Here's 1, 2. Good job. All right, we're gonna stretch out. Y'all did so good today. Let's start with the butterfly position, pressing your knees down with your elbows, keeping a flat back and hinging forward. Grab some water right now as well, if you would like some. Let's cross our legs again, twisting to one side, and then finding the other side. All right, extend your right leg out straight. Arm up, side bend, looking up high to the sky. And reaching for your toes. Rolling up, other side. This feels good. I have not been stretching enough while staying at home. And reach for your toes. Roll up. All right, we're going to find a lunge position. Coming to a kneeling position. Bring one leg forward, hinge forward. Chest stays up. Shoulders down. Make sure your knee is not going over your toe, it's about right over your ankle. Straighten that front leg, one hand on either side. Hinge forward, try to keep a straight leg here for a bigger stretch. You can flex your toe up as well, or point. Lunge one more time. All right, and switch sides. Other leg forward, chest up. Straighten the front leg, one hand on either side. All right, kneel again. Both hands to the ground. Let's stretch our calves, coming to a down dog position. You can stretch your calves one at a time. Opening up your shoulders as well. Look to your hands, walk forward. Roll up slow, bring your feet nice and wide. Bend your right leg, reach down center. Or for your straight left leg. Switch. Both legs straight. Roll it up. Hands on the small of your back. Press your hips forward slightly and look up to the sky. All right. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale down. One more time, big inhale. Exhale down, and you are all done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me for your workout.